What's up, NFL shit talking group? Had to create this video because I went 4 for 6 last week when it came to the playoffs. And I have to do this video because after sitting in a couple of these shit talking groups, which I'm part of all of them, I started learning that a lot of you speak out of your asses. A lot of you guys speak out of your ass. I speak facts. Okay, I don't speak opinion. So let me break down some facts for you right here. And the reason why I lost 2 last week because I went with the GOAT. We can't go against the GOAT. And Justin Jefferson didn't show up. So what am I supposed to do? So let's talk about it. Let's go to game 1 on Saturday, Jacksonville at Kansas City. Not much to talk about here because even though I knew that Jacksonville was going to upset your boys, the Chargers, I just knew Thor was going to play good that game. All right? I just knew that he was going to play good that game. Other than that, I know he had an explosive comeback win, so I can't shoot him down for that. But come on, we're talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars, bro. Let's be honest. They're number 28 in pass defense, and they're playing Mahomes at home. If you want to lose money, don't pay attention to my videos. If you want to win money, then you want to pay attention to my videos because I know y'all just lost your paycheck last week. So let's get back to it. And they've only were able to get 35 sacks over the year, so they don't even bring pressure. After I looked at all their stats, they really don't have much to give me a reason to believe that they're going to even do anything to Kansas City. Kansas City is number 1 in the pass, number 1 in the pass touchdowns, number 8 in rush pass talent. Their rush defense is number 8. They have 55 sacks, second most sacks for a team in the league. It's over. Stamp it. Put it as a lock, playa. KC's taking this game. Jacksonville has no damn chance. And anybody that thinks Jacksonville has a chance, you got to be one of the biggest homers in this group, or you're a Jacksonville fan, which, again, still makes you a homer. Woo! I'm done. It's 53 points is what they think is going to come between the teams, but I'm going to go with the under because I don't think that many points are going to be scored by Jacksonville. I think Kansas City is going to spank them, though. All right, so next game. Next game, we got the New York Giants and at the Eagles. And again, it's one of those things where everybody that's watching and everybody's paying attention, all the analysts. I don't pay attention to analysts. I listen to some of the things they say if they got some good points. But for the most part, I do my own research because most of them are just trying to get ratings, right? That's why when I have arguments with people in football groups, I saw a bunch of homers just listening to what Stephen A. just said. Stephen A., one of the biggest idiots analysts I've ever seen. He just talks aggressive and everybody just thinks he's controversial. He's a moron for the most part. So let's talk about it. New York at the Eagles. Again, I wanted, after New York's game last week, taking out the Vikings, I thought, wow, that's not bad. But then again, it was the Vikings, and their defense is horrendous, so you can't really give them much there. And at the end of the day, New York Giants, they're number 27 in pass. Okay, they do have a rush game. They're number 4 in rush. That's the only plus I can find in the New York Giants. But they're number 26 on passing touchdowns. They're number 27 on the rush defense. They're number 4 in rush touchdowns. So again, their run game is good. They don't put up many sacks, though, so they don't get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Now, we go look at the Eagles. Come on. Number 8 pass, number 5 rush, number 1 in rushing touchdowns. And this is the craziest thing. This is the reason why I know New York's not going to win. The main reason why New York Giants have no shot in this game. Shoot me. I'll shave my head if I'm wrong. And here's why. Because the New York Giants have no offense. They don't. I know you're all going to get out here, well, he did this and Daniel Jones did that and blah, blah, blah. Who cares? He had a couple great. If anything, that whole team is winning basically on coaching. So give the man the coach of the year. But New York Giants, you're going to be on the couch next week. I'm sorry. When it comes to the Eagles, here's the biggest stat. This is the reason why I picked the Eagles to win this game. The main reason, because they have the number one in sacks, the most, and no one's even close. Kansas City comes close to them by 55. Guess how many Eagles have? 70 sacks. 70 sacks. That means Daniel Jones is going to be running around. We were having an argument about Justin Fields and Daniel Jones, who's the better quarterback and who's more mobile. I'll tell you what, Justin Fields will get out of there in a second. Daniel Jones with that kind of pressure by the Eagles, he ain't going to do nothing. He's going to be uncomfortable the whole game. He's going to be running for his life, and it ain't going to be in the end zone. It's going to be backwards. So, anybody that thinks the New York Giants are going to win this game, you're just being sentimental because at the end of the day, it's not going to happen. But I will say this, I don't think Eagles is as strong as a team as everyone thinks they are. So I don't even know if they're going to make it past round 3. But they're definitely going to be they're going to pass round 2. That's facts, okay? Whew, next game. Let's talk about Sunday. The Bengals at Buffalo. The Bengals at Buffalo. I don't know. I have a story about the Buffalo. I lost $1,000 on Buffalo a couple years back when they played Kansas City to get into the Super Bowl because I really believe in Josh Allen. I like it. I like everything I see about him, right? But the problem that I have, I think this is going to be a very close game, Bengals at Buffalo. Do not think Buffalo's just going to come in there and that Buffalo's just going to spank them at home. You see what happened last week in Miami? Miami with a third-string quarterback, you almost lose. You got to be kidding me. Buffalo is just not reliant. They're too sketchy. I just don't trust them. Not because I lost $1,000. That's part of it. But because to the Miami Dolphins with a third string, you almost lost the game. Okay, I'm a big fan of Joe Burrow, and if he had an O-line, he would have won that Super Bowl. Period, man. Period. Anyways, moral of the story is this, okay? When you look at both teams, Buffalo's got some decent stats. They got number 9 pass, number 9 on defense. Got it. They're number 4 on rush defense, so I give them props there. They're number 3 on passing touchdowns. I give them that. They do get pressure on the quarterback, so they got 54 sacks. Got it. All that. Love it. Sounds beautiful. Sounds perfect, but this is my upset of the weekend. We're talking about Joe Burrow, man. My man smokes cigars and drinks whiskey. My man's confident. My man's not worried at all, right? Now, he didn't put up that many yards last week, but you got to admit, Bengals defense is pretty good. Pretty damn good. So when I look at the Bengals, they're number 6 in pass. They're number 5 on the rush defense, so there's not going to be much running coming from Buffalo, so it's all going to have to be in the air. And they're number 2 on passing touchdowns, so I think it's going to be the passing game versus the rushing game, which Bengals don't have a rushing game at all. They're number 29, so that's horrendous. And they only have 30 sacks over the years, so they haven't put much pressure. So for them to win this game, they're going to have to run the ball, and they're going to have to put pressure on Josh Allen. Because Josh Allen is going to be Josh Allen. Just when you think he's going to do it, he's going to take you all the way to victory, what does he do? He throws an interception. What does he do? He fumbles. What does he do? He throws missed passes, or he throws passes another direction from his freaking receivers. He's just not reliable. So I wouldn't put my money on him. I did it once. I'm still hurting. Just playing. So my upset of the week, Bengals take out Buffalo. They're going to have to wait till next year, get on the couch. The score is supposed to be up to 48. I don't think it's going to get to 48 points, so I'm going with the under. I know that sounds insane, but I just feel it. All right, next. America's team. I bet you Dallas Cowboys fans are salivating that they made it to round 2. You guys are lucky for Cooper Rush, or you wouldn't even be in the damn playoffs, period. End of story. Let's not lie. Give that man some respect. But when it comes to Dallas, they're not all what they're cracked up to be. Okay, they looked good last week, but who were they playing? Tampa Bay's broken offense and their lack of defense. They started off strong. Tampa Bay's defense was so strong in the beginning of the year, and then it just went to sleep. And the GOAT hasn't produced much offense all year, so I only picked that game. I only picked Tom Brady to win because he's the GOAT, right? But when it comes down to was it an impressive Dallas win? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Their defense went to sleep. Brady wasn't comfortable the whole game, so I'll give props to Dallas because they put pressure on the GOAT. That was pretty much it. But when you look at the overall 2 teams, Dallas and San Francisco, San Francisco, I honestly think they're going to win the whole thing. Even with Purdy, third string. He's doing pretty damn good. But if we look at the team as a result, 18 in pass, number 18, you guys are number 18 in passing, right? You're number 22 on rushing defense, and you're going against San Francisco? They're going to make Justin Fields look like a chump with all the rush yards they're going to put on Dallas. Here's some other things I was thinking about. Now, Dallas has got a rush game, right? And they're number 2 in the rushing touchdown, so I give them that. But San Francisco's defense is number 2 in defense. They stop the run, right? They stop the run. And they also have a running game, which means Dallas is number 22 in rush defense. So I see San Francisco running all over them. And I wouldn't be surprised if Purdy puts up numbers on them as well. Because their pass rush, their pass rush is number 8. So Dallas has got a pretty decent pass rush. But they've let teams put up points. Everybody says Justin Fields is a garbage. They let Justin Fields put up 30 on them. So you take that for whatever it's worth. They let people score. They let people score more on them than the Kardashians. Just saying, bro. But I will give props to Dallas. They do have 54 sacks, so they do get pressure to the quarterback. But I'm not too concerned about that because I think San Francisco is going to run most of the game and pass when they need to, and they're just going to spank them. I don't know if it's going to be that much of a close game. I think San Francisco is going to beat them a little bit. Not spank them, but beat them. Now, San Francisco got 44 sacks, so they get pressure on the quarterback as well. So this is going to be a good game because what it's going to come down to is Purdy's pass game